Hello fellow Megatennis and welcome to my subscriber special. Today I'm going to be answering some questions you guys sent in, as well as talking about how I got into SMT because you guys really seem to want to know. I am doing two paper crafts as well to kind of make it more interesting while I'm talking about how I got into SMT. One is Yukiko and the other one is Chie. Without further ado, I guess I should get started. First, I'm going to answer the questions, I think. Diego Guerra from Facebook asks, what is my most valuable collection piece? And there's a couple of answers to that. It really depends on what you're talking about. In terms of games, my Jack Bros, the American box art edition, complete in box, I believe it goes for about $800 right now. That's probably my most valuable game. It's not the rarest game I have, but it's the most valuable in terms of that. In terms of collectible, like non-goods, I guess, my Black Frost is actually pretty rare. I couldn't find it online in terms of a official listing, but I haven't really seen it at all, period. It's made by the same company that makes the current collectibles. This one was from 2003. So there's a good chance that it might just be something that was exclusive to Tokyo Game Show. And then probably the rarest thing I have, period, in terms of quantity versus anything else. This is the Persona 3-5 dancing vinyl. Very few made. Just for industry people. I managed to pull one and super duper rare. Mine is not played yet, but it has been touched and stuff, so it's not as valuable as I'd like it to be, but it could be anywhere between $300 to however much someone's willing to pay. And this is probably the rarest thing because I know that there's a very limited amount made. Matthias Alexander asks, is old SMT archaic? This is a meme that kind of started from Facebook. Yes, I argue that no SMT gamers are particularly archaic. It really just comes down to personal preference and your ability to enjoy something as it was rather than compare it to other things that exist now. Archaic has a negative connotation. Old, yes. Archaic, no. Just because something is old doesn't mean it's archaic, but definitely everything that's archaic is old, if that makes sense. There's synonyms, but archaic has a specific secondary meaning. Juan Rodriguez asks, how do magnets work? And the answer is demon magic. Tim Tom Ramsey asks, would I want a Persona 1 and 2 port for the PS4 or 5? Yeah. Preferably though, I would rather have all the games on a PC. Ayosh Yash asks, the one question that he asks that I will answer now is, what's my favorite Mega 10 game? And that's pretty easy. Jack Bros. People say that as a meme, but I sincerely mean it. I play it a lot. I have more than 300 hours of playtime. I've played it at least 300 times because it takes about an hour to beat. But yes, I like every single one that I've played, and my favorites are, simply put, Jack Bros, Strange Journey, Persona 1, Majin Tensei 2, and Devil Survivor 1. Let's just say that. I'm pretty sure I've said other things on the podcast, but it's hard to pick just one because I like a lot of them for different reasons. Okay, so now I'm going to get into how I got into Shin Megami Tensei. So think back to the year 2004. I'm about 15, 14 in high school and into RPGs, but I'm not super into RPGs. One of my friends, who I'd later join in his band, he gave me a copy of Nocturne, and he said that I might like it because he thinks that I might like the art style. I asked him what it is, and he says that it's basically like a weird demonic Pokemon game. And after a few hours into the game, I already knew that this was gonna be something I liked. I got pretty far. I wasn't someone who got roadblocked by Matador, but I did get stuck on Black Frost. The first ending I got was Chiaki's ending, because I like Chiaki. Then I did the other ones. I went Freedom, and then later on I learned how to do True Demon ending. Freedom ending is my favorite ending. And that's pretty much how I got started. After that, I joined some online forums where I would just lurk, really. That was like on Yahoo forums or whatever way back then. And then when Atlas created their forums, I would lurk there. And that's where I saw people like Gideon and CJ and Jessica. And these are people that I still admire, but back then they were just kind of the people that knew a lot about either collecting or about the franchise. They were able to translate. They were pretty great. There's also Eric, that guy, who's also controversial. These people are all people that I rather admire even to this day. And, I followed them on the Atlas forums. I would lurk when DDSNet was a forum that was active. All in all, it was good fun. It wasn't until late 2009, I believe, where I joined a Shin Megami Tensei Facebook group, and then the rest is kind of history. That's where I got started. I ended up making the Did You Know Tensei page because I love trivia, and I happened to know a lot about Megami Tensei trivia, and eventually I started to take it more serious, and yeah. So I hope you enjoy me making this papercraft. If you do, then thanks. If you don't, sorry.